What's going on, guys? As you can see, this graphic is empty because Copa America is a piece of fucking shit and cannot get me lineups. It is 45 minutes till game time, and there's not a single fucking lineup out. So I don't know what to do here. This is why we're not going to do more Copa streams, to be honest with you. If they're going to run on fucking MLS time, this isn't worth my time. It'll be 5:22, 23 if I get lineups. No, there's still no official lineups out. So I don't know what to do here, guys. I can't. I'm really frustrated. This is trash. This is just complete trash. This is everything that's wrong with CONCACAF. This is everything that's wrong with U.S. soccer. This is everything wrong with the MLS. This is, to a T, a fucking disaster. So yeah, whatever you guys want to talk about, I'll open the floor to you. I obviously don't have anything to talk about because I can't see who's playing the game. Bot Mob has Ream in midfield. It also still has him as an unofficial lineup. There's no official lineups out anywhere. I've checked Twitter. I've checked everywhere. I can't find nothing. And we're approaching 40 minutes to game time. So I don't know how they expect people to bet this tournament or watch and enjoy this tournament if they can't tell me who's playing. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Oscar, DXD, Steve, Suspendo, Sean Fisher. Yes, the live goal absolutely was lovely. The game kind of went how I thought it would. Germany tried to get an own goal pretty early. Cool. We got you. Thanks for tagging me on Twitter. We have the U.S. men's lineup with no formation, just names and numbers. So that's not super helpful. Yeah, I mean that's a nice link to a lineup full of names with no formation and absolutely no idea who they're matching up against on this Bolivian side. So that doesn't really help me. Again, not your fault. This is just the embarrassment, the complete embarrassment that is CONCACAF, that is this Copa America tournament. We have Florian Balogun starting, who's our main striker. I like his props. Balogun probably plays for about 65 to 70 minutes. And then I would look to see Ricardo Pepe. Christian Pulisic, he's probably going to play on the left wing, but how would I know? Weston McKennie's in the midfield. I obviously like him. Gio Reyna is a guy I like, but is only going to get 55 minutes of tick before Borholzer pulls him off the field. Fucking Robinson's playing. At least we have Tyler Adams. Fucking Joe Scally back there, who's going to get absolutely cooked. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they put turf over a perfectly fine pitch. The Atlanta Dome, the Mercedes-Benz Dome, probably has one of the best playing surfaces of any artificial pitch in existence. So, yeah, I don't know why you have to have grass over that one. It's clearly not a problem. If you're talking about where Charlotte plays or MetLife, then yeah, there's clearly an issue there. But the Mercedes-Benz Dome of artificial turf is the most elite artificial turf there is. Sure, Pulisic shots on target ladder. Yeah, I mean, if you don't think we're getting the ball to Balogun, run up Pulisic. I like him for an assist. More than any, he'll probably get a goal. He takes our PKs. I like him for an assist. We know his distribution skills from watching him play for AC Milan. Yeah. Tim Ream is back there. He's a complete liability. USA -2. I don't know what about this USA team makes you think that you're going to lay 2 goals here. I just I completely don't. I don't see any reason of what Berhalter ball brings to the table that you're laying 2 goals here. Bolivia is not completely incompetent, but they don't have the advantage of playing at like 9,000 feet of elevation in this game. So I do think that they're not as good, but I have absolutely zero faith in the USA racking up 3+ goals and getting a 3-0 win against a Bolivia side. I've watched Greg Berhalter ball. We're going to have 35% of the ball sit in a low block and try and counter, but then get scared and end up turning the ball over in the midfield. And every time Matt Turner sees a shot on target or stops a shot or gets a goal kick, he's not going to pass it to anybody. He's going to lump it into the middle of the field. We don't win a lot of 50-50 balls, and he's going to create a turnover. Yikes on the Germany-Scotland game. I mean, you didn't get the goals you were looking for, but yeah, Germany scored in the first half, had it chalked off. Not too much I can do for that. Yeah, I know the lineups are out for the U.S. If they're out for Bolivia, I still don't see them. And even if they are, it's not like I'm going to whip up a graphic that I can put up here in time to show you guys what they are. Yeah, it's still predicted lineups. There's no lineup out for Bolivia. If you see a lineup for Bolivia, tag me in it on Twitter or send me the link. But I have nothing. And again, I don't want to rant and sound like a sour asshole, but this makes it just like, how am I supposed to do stuff for you guys if I can't get the lineups? This is on nobody except for Copa America and the national teams. Like, this is a joke. This tournament is a joke. Get your shit together. Like, this is a display for the world to appreciate North and South American soccer, and this is just a complete joke. I mean, who has to go for a goal differential? The United States? I guess. It's a cakewalk to second place and then a first round exit and knockouts. Like, that's what this team's set up to do. They're gonna make it into knockouts, and then they're probably gonna get bitch smacked out of them. USA, Uruguay team total over 1.5 parlay at -118. Yeah, if you want to, I can get into that. I can maybe talk myself into the U.S. scoring too if we play with any set of balls on us and play forward. Flash Score has it. I don't see it. Yeah, Flash Score, again, the most unhelpful lineup you could possibly give me. It's just names and numbers. This one doesn't even have pictures. It does at least tell me the club they play for, but if I'm not seeing a formation, I can't tell you guys where the weak spots are, who's bad at what, why I think they're going to pick up fouls, why I would look at them for cards, how I think the ball is going to move through space. If I can't see the formation people are running, then I can't tell you how I think the ball's going to move. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, okay, cool. At 5:53, I'm getting FOTMOB lineups. This is a complete travesty. I'm seeing Gio Reyna playing out there in the midfield on the right, McKinney on the left, set with Adams in the middle. I got Balogun playing striker, Timmy Weah playing right, Pulisic playing left. And it has updated that Scally is playing right back, Richards in at CDA at center back, Tim Ream back there at center back, and Robinson on the left. Robinson is pacey and will push forward and take shots. So if you guys can find the markets, Robinson to shoot or to put a shot on target, I definitely don't hate that. So yeah, I mean they're up now, but again, it's 5:26. I gotta end this stream at 5:45. Look, I'll try and whip one together, but you're gonna have to bear with me and deal with some dead air. I will try and read your questions, but like I gotta hide a bunch of these tabs behind a bunch of the things I'm doing so that I can try and rush this graphic into production. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. I know this is CONCACAF. I know this is Colombo. It's an international tournament. I don't think I'm asking too much to get the lineups out to people anywhere close to on time. Like a 25-minute delay in putting your lineups out is just completely unacceptable. And I apologize. Like I don't mean to be negative and to rant and rave, but like for you guys who are soccer fans, I know you're just as frustrated as me. I might be a little extra frustrated because now it's cutting into our time to talk about the game, but it's very, very frustrating for me to now try and scramble so that I can show you guys what lineups look like and we can finish on with our stream. I'm getting Brazilian Serie A lineups before this stuff, guys. Like that's how annoying and that's just it's unacceptable, to be honest with you. It's 110% unacceptable that I have to at 5:30 be scrambling to make a graphic that I should have done and should have been able to ready to present you guys with from the rip. So that bugs me. So yeah, here we go. Getting them downloaded so that I can load them up into Photoshop, even though I can't see anything. Please don't expect perfection on these. I'm getting them in here just so that they're good enough for government work, and then we can go on about our day. And if you're still watching, again, I can't see. If you're still watching and you're still here, thank you. I apologize again for the out-of-pocket rant, but it's really, really frustrating. And I know that this makes for a terrible stream, which, obviously isn't doing me any favors later on down the line. So, yeah, here we go. I got the graphics now. I'm all set. Let me get this up and we'll put this behind us and we'll move on. So apologies for my short fuse there, but it is really annoying to try and work like this. And this is, let me see if I can shorten up my camera here. All right, so that should help. I apologize again. Balogun over 1.5 shots on target, plus 110. I don't hate it. I would favor Pulisic. Balogun should be getting a lot more of the ball. My problem is I've watched enough Greg Berhalter ball to know that these guys are just they're just gonna pass. They're just gonna pass themselves to death. And I saw a hilarious meme that's like Greg Berhalter just flicking everybody off, saying "fuck you" and partying on the sideline when Bolivia gets an own goal in the second minute of stoppage time at 92 minutes. So yeah, I again, that's Berhalter ball to a T. So Mob has cost me money putting out false formations. Yeah, and flash scores cost me money by putting not just false formations, but telling me guys aren't starting and they're in the starting 11. USA over 6.5 corners. Yeah, I kind of like that. We should probably dominate the ball here. I like this left side more for the attack for the U.S. With Medina and a couple of these older guys here for Brazil. Fernandez is still okay. You got a young bull over here in number 15 who's going to want to prove himself and probably has a pretty good motor. So, yeah, I would be looking at this Robinson, McKinney, Pulisic combo, and you can even throw Adams and Balogun in there. That's where, if I'm the U.S., I'm trying to move the ball. I want to go up this left side and attack what looks to be the older, slower, more hacky part of this Bolivian lineup. I can get behind a McKinney anytime assist. If you've seen me on Twitter, you've been seeing me tearing into Juventus fans who keep calling McKinney fat, an American fucking cheeseburger boy. They're getting super salty that he doesn't want to go to Villa in a trade that, to be honest with you, is terrible for Villa and only really helps Juve. So I don't know why he would try and facilitate helping Juve at all, especially when they tried to cut his pay after being the assist leader at Juventus and probably one of their best midfielders. Played 2,600 minutes for them this season, had 10 assists, had an assist that helped them win the Coppa Italia, had 2 assists in a game versus Atalanta where they would have, if they didn't get that win, they finished below the table in Atalanta in 4th, and then had game-winning points-getting assists versus Frosinone, who was a newly promoted side that Juve would have lost outright to twice without McKinney, putting them at 5th in the table for the Scudetto instead of 3rd. So I think Juve fans are really up their own ass and have absolutely no idea how good of a talent McKinney is, and that he's really one of the only good pieces on your whole team besides Szczesny and Net. Because Juve, you're broken and you're garbage, and if you have higher expectations than what you achieved this year, getting rid of McKinney ain't going to be how you do it. Yeah, I know nobody on the Bolivian backline's very tall, and most of these South American countries aren't going to have very tall guys. Look, I don't think Tim Ream's going to be the guy taking advantage of him. Scally's like 5'2". Robinson can kind of play in the air a little bit. And Pulisic can get up in the air, I guess. But yeah, there's not going to be a ton of aerial threats here. Plus, the U.S. really likes to take short corners. It's another pet peeve of mine about Berhalter ball. USA wins 3-0. I hope so, Lopez. I really do. I would love to see us just play any sort of attacking football and get the people excited here. I just don't know if we're going to be able to do it. I don't mind. Clarify who Jetty is, if you would, Darnie. Just, I know that I have 9,000 nicknames rattling around in my head, and I just can't place Jetty off the top of my head. What's going on, Gunnar Jacob? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Robinson, absolutely. I was saying I like Robinson. I think he's going to be bombing up the left side to join the attack here when he gets the opportunity. And if we play attacking football, I love Robinson to come forward. I love him to deliver some crosses. I like him to take some shots. I like him to put one on target. That's a really good look, Darnie. I do like that. Robinson is our most attacking back we have, because Joe Scally sure as hell ain't joining the attack. About to head to the bar. Good for you, Gunnar Jacob. Enjoy. Obviously, go USA. I want to see us win. I would love to see us put in a convincing performance here, like Lopez wants to see a 3-0 win. I think it's very doable. I think that Bolivia's strongest thing that helps them get into tournaments like this is the fact that their stadium's at super high altitude, and it's always very difficult for visiting teams to go in there, keep their legs, and play for a full 90 minutes. We clearly don't have that concern here with the tournament being in the US, so we should be able to run it up. Hammer and Balogun, you can. I'm on Pulisic until the United States men's national team and Greg Berhalter proves to me that they understand how to use a number 9. I have a hard time going back to striker props when Pulisic is clearly the guy backpacking this team. I like Balogun a lot. I think he has a lot of talent. I don't think we get him the ball nearly enough. I don't think we get any of our strikers the ball nearly enough. And my big concern is that Balogun plays well, sees none of the ball, gets pulled in the 75th minute, and then Ricardo Pepe does what Ricardo Pepe does, and that's just late game tap-ins for when we finally get our striker the ball. But I don't hate it. I don't hate going in on Balogun here. He's our striker. So I do like it. A buddy of mine only calls that, so it's habit. No worries, man. I can definitely dig it. I know these guys have a ton of nicknames, so I appreciate you clarifying. But yeah, I do love Robinson bombing up the left here. I do think that his shots and his shots on target have value. Pulisic shots or shots on goal, both. I like both of them. I think he takes at least 2 shots. I think he gets at least one of them on target. I'm probably going to take Pulisic for a goal, but I think that the juicier number is his assist number because, I've watched him play at Milan. This guy is a great setup guy. He's super unselfish. He's going to get the ball to where it needs to be for the guy taking the open shot, whether or not that's Weah, whether or not that's Balogun, whether or not that's Robinson bombing up here, whether or not that's McKinney or Adams or Gio Reyna pressing forward. My biggest concern is if we just sit in a low block. It's going to bother me because when we do turn people over, we're too concerned about playing the possession England game of let's slowly try and build from the back. Let's slowly try and pass it in. Let's be clinical. Let's make 100 passes before we even take a shot. If you're going to sit in a low block and defend and turn somebody over, you get on your fucking horse and you run your ass off as fast as you can to break the lines. And you got guys like McKinney, Adams, Reyna, Robinson put in long balls, not balls right at guys' feet that they're holding the line and they're trying to check up and get them the ball that way. Long balls over the top. Let your speedy guys in Balogun, Pulisic, and Weah run onto the ball and then spring your counter. I don't know how frustrated I'm going to be, but I'm going to continue to call for Berhalter to get fired until he gets fired, and he's not going to before the World Cup, and it's going to drive me insane. But USA is going to win this game. They're going to win this game. Is it going to be pretty? I don't know. Is it going to be ugly? Probably. But we're going to win this game. And if we don't, that alone should be enough to fire Berhalter. If we can't beat Bolivia, then you should be fired. Like, you shouldn't get to do a post-press interview. You shouldn't get to do any post-match comments. You should be, if we're down at halftime, you should honestly be fired right then and there. I'm just frustrated, so I apologize. I don't mean to lecture. I'm very frustrated that we couldn't get this lineup out until 15 minutes into the show. But yeah, it's all USA here. I'm not even going to try and give you guys for shots and shots on target or any sort of player props here for Bolivia, just because I'm too late with it. But yeah, did I give out any plays? I think USA wins. I don't know how they're going to play. I like Pulisic for 2 shots. I like him for a shot on target. I'm going to play his goal. I'm probably going to play his assist. I think Robinson bombing up the left is a really good look. My boy Darney said he's minus 110 for a shot and plus 260 for a shot on target. I think both of those are great numbers on a guy who likes to get forward and join the attack. I also think Weston McKennie's a good look for a shot. Maybe a shot on target, maybe an assist too. Again, he led Juventus in assists. I can see you out there with the Juventus profile picture, Joe. So I also did slander Juve a little bit. I'm not going to lie. The fact that your fan base and people on Twitter are trying to shred McKennie and act like he wasn't one of your best midfielders for the entire season definitely gets me hacked off, because again, he contributed 10 assists that led Juventus, and he got assists that without McKennie, you're sitting in 5th on the table and probably not lifting the Copa Italia. So I have no idea why your front office would try and offer him an extension with a pay cut, because he was hands down one of your best players this entire season, but besides Szczesny. So, yeah. Fired up, folks, is why I join. I love the passion in each stream. Yeah, man, look, I really, really want to see the U.S. succeed, and we have the talent. We have the talent to completely tear this Bolivian squad apart, just like Lopez is saying. Like, anything less than a 3-0 thrashing here feels like a waste. So I hope we do. I hope we attack. I hope we don't try and just possess the ball and play out of the back and play through the middle and take slow, calculated, low-risk passes. Just, we have so much pace. Yeet the ball over the top and let guys run onto it. I think this is a little bit more realistic of a scoreline. The other thing that bugs me about the U.S. is we put our single best set piece out on tape already just to get a 1-1 draw with Brazil. Berhalter knew he was going to be in super hot water if he didn't come up with some sort of result against Brazil that game, and we put our best set piece on tape, and it went for a goal. And I guarantee you, every single team has studied the hell out of our set piece formations now, and we are going to struggle to have success for set pieces, because once you score a goal like that from a set piece, that is priority number 1 on your opponent's homework chart list. Because if you can do that against Brazil, you're damn sure you can do it against Bolivia and stuff like that. So I would just be wary of set pieces. And to be honest, I think that makes us go more directly on goal for set pieces, which I think just increases the likelihood of Pulisic shots and shots on target. Got to jump on a call before the game. Thank you so much for tuning in, Darney. Great look there with the Robinson play. I'm 100% joining you on his shot and his shot on target. Love that. Cash the miss. Top Scotland goal scorer. You already know, McSauce. So yeah, that was pretty easy ticket to cash. And over his total goals for the tournament at even money. So we got that as well. Better value probably in the under here, isn't it? First game of the tournament. Yeah, I mean, but there is better value in the under here. Both teams to score, no. Look, I don't know. The USA has to do something to prove that they breathe oxygen. This game isn't even close to sold out, by the way. The atmosphere is going to be completely dead. It's going to look like a joke on camera because they're trying to charge $80 for parking and $400 for lower bowl tickets. So, kiss my ass, U.S. Soccer Federation. You're doing the game all backwards, and you know it because you're greedy, money-hungry sons of bitches, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. We could be so much better as a nation, and we just openly choose not to be at every single opportunity we have. I don't hate that at -110. I definitely don't. I think somebody else said something similar earlier in the show, but up here by Suspendo. This I do like. This I really do like from Suspendo Fernandez. Go if you want a ladder, Pulisic shots on target. I definitely dig that. USA. See, I'm definitely not laying USA -2. Team total over. Ugh. The team total over 2.5. No, thank you. Yeah, I mean -2 you get is a much better number because you do have the potential for the push there. If you're looking at, a 2-0 win gets you a push there on the Asian handicap. The Asian handicap only, though. If you're looking at FanDuel, -2 is actually -2.5. So just letting you know right now. So yeah, guys, that's all I got. I'm sorry that I came in super frustrated and pissed off. But it's hard to run a stream when I'm not getting the information that is supposed to be coming from Copa America directly. So it's frustrating. Anyway, go USA. Let's get Pulisic goal. Let's get a Balogun goal. Let's get a Robinson shot. Let's get a Robinson shot on target. Maybe a McKinney assist too. Let's just run it up. Let's beat the brakes off of these guys. 5-6-1, something like that would be completely ideal. I don't think it's going to happen, but I am going to watch it, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it. So either way, because if we play well, then I will hand up, admit I was wrong, and that we played excellent. And if we play like crap, I'm going to be right on here roasting Greg Berhalter again. So thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in. I do think we can make some money here. I'm on Pulisic goal. I'm on Pulisic assist. I'm on Robinson to take a shot. I'm on his shot on target as well. And I will probably sprinkle a little bit more of the board. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Oaks out. Doses. Go USA.